What is your name?
Virginia Ann Walker.
Miss Virginia Ann, in your own words, what is occupational therapy?
It's helping you to do the everyday things that you need to do to live a quality life.
And in your own words, what does an occupational therapy practitioner do?
It moves those hands and small your fingers and your wrist, and that's what they did with me. Manipulating small objects.
All right. Thank you so much. What is your name?
June Walker Jr.
And Mr. June, what is, in your own words, what is occupational therapy?
Ooh, it's when you done got hurt and trying to get you back where you can work.
And what does an occupational therapy practitioner do?
He helps us get them joints back to working right.
All right. Thank you. What is your name?
Ben Bruce.
Mr. Ben, in your own words, what would you say occupational therapy is?
I would think that occupational therapy would be helping someone recover from an illness or an injury so that they could continue to do their occupation.
And what would you say an occupational therapy practitioner does?
That would be the person that helps them get to the point where they can return to work.
Thank you. What is your name?
Debbie Bruce.
Miss Debbie, in your own words, what would you say occupational therapy is?
Well, first break it down to the word therapy. Whether it's physical or medicinal, it's to help someone recover.
Mm-hmm.
So, in thinking about that, occupational, I want to say it's helping someone to recover their capabilities that they lost previously due to an adverse experience, so that they can achieve the processes that they use to go through day-to-day life.
And Miss Debbie, what would you say an occupational therapy practitioner does?
They identify the person's loss and they help to set up a plan and goals to help them achieve regaining what they lost.
Thank you. What is your name?
Curtis Park.
Mr. Curtis, in your own words, what is occupational therapy?
As I understand it, it's helping a person who is in some way handicapped live a normal life, be able to function to live a normal life.
And what would you say an occupational therapy practitioner does?
They guide them through this, determine what their capabilities are, I think, and help them, teach them how to perform the duties that they need to do.
What is your name?
Peggy Park.
And Miss Peggy, what is occupational therapy in your own words?
It is therapy to help in daily living.
And what would you say an occupational therapy practitioner does?
He works with the patient after discovering any weaknesses they have to help them adjust and fulfill the duties of everyday living.
Thank you. What is your name?
My name is Barbara Garnett.
And Miss Barbara, in your own words, what is occupational therapy?
I believe occupational therapy is the practice of assisting people who need help getting their physical capabilities back in top form.
And in your own words, what would you say an occupational therapy practitioner does?
I think an occupational therapy practitioner is the person who guides the therapy, knows what they're doing in order to help you get back into top shape.
Thank you. What is your name?
William R. Garnett.
And Mr. Garnett, in your own words, what is occupational therapy?
I think occupational therapy is a program by which a person is encouraged to get as many of his physical skills back as he possibly can in order to function in as well as he can in life, doing life activities.
And what would you say an occupational therapy practitioner does?
I think an occupational practitioner would be a person who would look at where a person is physically and develop a program by which that person, through exercises, specific exercises, could get his physical condition back to as near normal as he possibly could.
Thank you. What is your name?
My name is Amy Morrison.
And Miss Amy, in your own words, how would you describe occupational therapy?
Well, when my mom had occupational therapy after several strokes, they helped her make sandwiches. They taught her how to get dressed, how to just do simple everyday tasks that she might need to do on her own. When I taught a child with one hand, born as a birth defect, they took him and just taught him how to just do some different things, just everyday skills that he might need. I think it's just helping people do those everyday things that just are needed in everyday life.
And what would you say an occupational therapy practitioner does?
I think they would either come into the home or into a school or facility and just work with that person where they were in that setting and just help to better their life and help them with those skills needed for everyday life.
Thank you. What is your name?
Donna Garris.
And Miss Donna, in your own words, what would you say occupational therapy is?
I would say that it's physical therapy that gets you back to a physical status where you can do what you were doing before.
And what would you say an occupational therapy practitioner does?
Somebody to achieve that goal, and a little more intense probably than just regular physical therapy, but somebody that's really aware of anatomy and deep massage and other, just about every aspect of physical therapy, only a little more so.
Thank you.